Hello everybody, Prow here, and I got a lot of news for you. It's been a few days, I'm done with my holiday, and there's been a decent amount of Hytale news come out over the last few days that I would love to cover for you all. We have everything from wingsuits to new world generation, hot air balloons, two-handed weapons, and even the top guy at Mojang talking about Hytale. So let's go ahead and let's dive into it. And before we get started, please press the like button on this video if you enjoy these news videos. And if you enjoy this type of content, please press the subscribe button. 90% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. It helps out quite a bit. Thank you, I appreciate it. And now let's jump into the news. So first thing that we have here is a post from Calaris asking Simon, are the updated Quebecs going to be in the game? Which Simon responds to yes, but a bit later. They require some animation work to be done. So there are some older Quebec designs, and I think I have some of the old ones here on screen now. I do think there's designs that are out there for some of the other like later life stages of Quebecs. Kind of you have like the younger ones, and then the more adult ones, and then older ones. And they did a big redesign on the Quebecs like back in early 2025 before the game was canceled. And the new game engine, and that has not made its way into what we're going to be getting in Hytale when it releases an early release, as per what Simon said there. Here's a look at what the new design stages look like. As you can see here, they kind of start from that baby age. They go to a more childlike age. Then they hit their adult age where they kind of have different professions that the different Quebecs can have. The one that you see on screen right there is like a warrior. And then you get to the like elder stage. This is the tree singer stage. These guys are said to kind of teach the younger ones their ways. And then you have the like most advanced or the oldest stage where they actually pretty much become dormant, and they more or less turn into trees at this point. So kind of cool way that they show the life cycle of these in the game. It's not just like a Quebec is a Quebec. So I thought that's going to be pretty cool. These guys are probably going to be your main like friendly faction. Maybe the closest thing that we'll have akin to Minecraft villagers in the game. So I love the design on them. I can't wait till we get to see more of them, especially the new designs make their way in. All right, so next we have some news about like minimum requirements for Hytale. I know a lot of people are wondering about this. Does Hytale run well on lower end systems? Rare Dom asked, and Slikey, who is like their big systems guy, I think, and is definitely doing a lot with like servers and stuff like that right now too. Slikey says, one last data point, and we are ready to post the hardware requirements. Let's see if we can wrap it up ASAP. I think quote unquote lower end depends on the region, but I'm hopeful for a good result for the community. They are going to be doing, I think, like a official post about this here pretty soon. So I'll keep my eyes out for that, and I'll let you guys know what it is. Sounds like they're trying to get the system requirements to be pretty low for people, I'm guessing via like different options that you can set, but we'll see exactly how that breaks down in the very near future. This one I thought was interesting. Typhoon Leon was asking, hey Simon and Slikey, a question I haven't seen answered yet. Will Hytale support ultra wide resolutions without stretching? And Slikey does confirm, yes, currently only the loading screen background is stretching because we will need some bigger art. I used a 21:9 monitor myself. So there you go. You guys have the ultra wide monitors. You will get that ultra wide experience with more field of view, which is gonna be really cool. This one I thought was fun. I might incorporate this into my my streams or something. I might like clip this out. We have dev/null says, I've updated it. Hytale.com/countdown. So we have an official countdown. If you go to that website there, that tells you the exact amount of time until Hytale pre-release happens. Okay, this next one here we have from the official Hytale account. We've seen some requests for gliders, so we're giving you one for early access. It is still early in development, so expect many improvements to come post-launch. Have fun exploring and soaring, curse breakers. #Hytale. And then Simon also added to this. This version is very early, missing momentum, wind effects/sounds, animations, and much more. We're just being transparent and sharing what we are working on. We have no intention of making this into a fast flying device. It's to prepare for upcoming Worldgen V.2 crazy stuff. There's some interesting little things we can see in this video too. I'm just going to show you a couple freeze frames here. One, we have some type of flying, like a bird, maybe a vulture or something like that on the right hand side here. Also, if you look down here, we have what looks like some maybe desert skeletons. We can't really see that they're skeletons. I'm just going to assume that's what they are for now. They may be something different. And we do have a scorpion down here that actually looks quite large. So that's going to be really neat. Another hostile mob that I don't think we've seen close up in anything before. Also, we have right here, I can't fully tell what this is. but it looks like some type of camel-like mob. It might not be a camel exactly. I don't know what this green thing is. It looks like a turtle shell from Mario. I don't know what it is. Maybe a saddle or like a fabric or something like that. But that's really interesting. I haven't seen that. Oh, look. Oh, there we go. We got it more close up. Interesting. It kind of looks like it might be hostile. It looks like it's some type of fabric draped over its back. And it does look camel-like, but it is definitely not a camel. I'm going to be posting about this. I'm going to see if I can get Simon to tell me what the heck this thing is. And here we have another look, a slightly closer look of that scorpion creature. To the right of that, some bird type mob. Not exactly sure what it is. Looks like it's probably more ambient than anything. And another look at that like hawk or vulture type creature that we saw flying in the air there. It's not really that much of a closer look, but just another look of it. Does look like it's soaring though. Okay, this one's a big one, probably the biggest one of the news segment here, at least for me. Simon posted, everything shown in Hytale so far is Worldgen version 1, developed in 2017 through 2020. Can't wait for you all to see what Worldgen version 2 is capable of. It's already being used in-game outside of the world you spawn in. We have not shown any of it. No screenshots or videos yet. Soon you will see. As you know, I've been very honest about the game state, saying how it is and how not good it is. This time, no exaggeration, this new Worldgen will redefine the block game genre. Hytale might not be a good game yet, but that Worldgen V2 is years ahead of everything available. The potential is beyond imagination. Everyone, even non-devs, will be able to edit Worldgen V2. Worldgen artists will be a thing. Blog post coming soon. It's a big one. Be prepared. We are putting the world's creations in the hands of creatives. Slapheart then responds, let's go. When is the blog post going to drop so we can be ready? And Simon responds, no ETA, early/mid-December most likely. It's a big one and will define the future of Hytale. So we want to make sure it's done right. And I find this post incredibly interesting. So not only does it mean that we're likely going to have just very good general Worldgen inside of the world of Hytale, but I don't think that that's what the fuss here is about. That's not the big exciting thing, is what we're going to see in a normal vanilla world. What this is people that are modding the game, even people that are novice at modding the game, it sounds like they're going to have ridiculous control over how Worldgen actually works. And what this is going to mean to you guys as players is when these mods start coming out, some of these mods that try to change the way that the world looks and give you these really crazy, unique experiences or biomes or features, the way that they're going to be able to do that is going to be absolutely incredible. So I don't really have any examples in my head of what that might be, but just kind of get excited for what's going to happen post-launch as people that make mods are going to be putting these things out. And for those of you that are maybe my normal Minecraft Bedrock watchers, or you don't play like modded Minecraft, just remember that mods are going to be extremely accessible in the game. You're going to be able to access them from in-game. There's probably going to be external sources you can get them to, at least I would think that there is, but everything's meant to be super easy, discoverable in-game from my understanding. So that's going to be something that's going to be really fun to see is when this Worldgen hits. A little bit further on the Worldgen stuff here, Muffled Muffin says, Simon, is Worldgen V2 the same Worldgen that works in tandem with the old one that Slikey mentioned a while ago, or is it a separate thing? Simon responds, separate things because they are very different. The new Worldgen will slowly be introduced before a big entrance later on. You will learn about it very soon. So it sounds like maybe they're only going to have elements of it that exist when we hit early access in January, but they will be implementing more over time. And again, I think this will, I don't know how much of this he's referring to visually what we see in a vanilla world versus probably most of what he's alluding to here are the capabilities that the new Worldgen has for modders. Now, even more Worldgen. Dratico says, outside of the world you spawn in, quoting Simon, interesting. Will we be able to access Worldgen V2 for custom worlds at all? I want to recreate many places from Azeroth, and being able to use the world editing tools and perhaps even edit Worldgen V2 would make it a lot easier. Azeroth he's referring to here from World of Warcraft. This is a World of Warcraft reference. He basically wants to recreate the world of World of Warcraft inside of Hytale. Simon, simple answer, straight up, yes. Now, Hypothetic says, can the caves do this? And shows a picture here from Minecraft of a dripstone cave. I think is basically what this is. And Simon says, yep. So if you haven't gotten a hint yet, a lot of people are asking, it seems like with this Worldgen, you'll essentially be able to create or generate almost whatever you want. So if there's anybody here watching today that's a modder or thinking of getting into modding and you have some cool ideas, Hytale is going to be the game to hop into, because you guys are going to be able to do some really crazy stuff with world generation on top of all the other mod tools that are available. All right, let's move on to something else now. Hytale News said it would be awesome to see this next, and shows a picture of a hot air balloon, which has been shown in prior footage of Hytale. Simon responds, it's on the long list if almost implemented. It won't make it in-game fully working. Same with the grappling hook. A lot of work to port them over, focusing on critical stuff now that the clock is ticking. So it sounds like maybe they'll technically exist in the game when we get early access in January, but functionality may be very limited or very janky or very buggy, and it won't be their like intended implementation. So we'll keep a lookout on that. It sounds like it's something they're going to work on after they get a lot of the big bugs out of the way. Now, Tony_847 asks, are there long and heavy swords in Hytale that they hold with two hands, just like the war axe and the club? And Simon responds, yes, not configured though. So not configured just makes me think that they have the models there, but since they're not fully set up yet, they're just not implemented. I would assume that means we're going to get them into the base game. It's not 100% clear here, but it does seem like they want to have a lot of like fun weapon options for players, which I love. I like there being, if there's dozens of different options of types of weapons, to me, that would be great, because it just gives a lot of variety in the game and lets you explore and see what it is that you want to do. So I can't wait to see what that's going to look like as the game progresses. And then last but not least here, we have a little note here from Jeb. Yes, Jeb, the head of like everything Minecraft. So this was captured by Casey Hytale because it was posted on Blue Sky. He says, Jeb, the lead designer of Minecraft, confirmed he will play Hytale. Sorry, haters. And I'll tell you why I expect this in a second, but let's read what he says. Jeb says, thank you. I'm looking forward to Hytale because I want to play it. There are many Minecraft-like games, so I doubt it will change much for us. On the second question, I'll repeat my answer that I won't comment on future development plans. I believe I saw the post that I don't have it pulled up here, but I saw the post he was referring to. I think somebody asked if I don't know the exact context of it, but it was basically asking him about Hytale, and then in reference to, will Hytale coming out change how they do things with their updates? And he's saying that he's not going to comment on their future development plans. So am I surprised that the head of Minecraft is going to be playing Hytale? No, because if you know anything about Jeb, he's been there since pretty much the very beginning. He was one of the very first hires on the Mojang team in the beginning. The guy's not a corporate dude. He's a gamer. And as a gamer, he's going to like to play games, and he'll probably get inspired by some things that he sees there. I know if I was a game designer and I saw another cool game in the genre, I would want to play it because I would think it'd be cool to see what it's about, to have fun with it. And sure, I would probably draw inspiration from that too, and do things that I like there my own way in my own game. So who knows how it's going to change Minecraft development going forward. He does kind of downplay it. There are many Minecraft-like games. That is a bit of a downplay. There's no Minecraft-like games that are going to be as big as Hytale, at least like at this very moment. Not games that are this close to Minecraft in terms of how it looks, how it feels, how it plays. So, we'll see. I think as a gamer, our hope should be that it does influence what Minecraft does, because I don't want Minecraft to be a game that dies. I don't want Minecraft to be a game that suffers. I want Minecraft to get better because Hytale's doing really good. So if Hytale does great and Mojang or Microsoft or whoever sees that and it's like, hey, like these guys are doing all these things, we need to do some stuff to catch up because they're getting really popular, they're getting a lot of eyeballs, then that's a good thing, because that'll mean more good things happening inside of Minecraft, which will make it more fun for people that keep playing Minecraft, myself included. And we kind of have my thoughts here echoed by Victor. Hytale existing will be beneficial for the players and for the people behind it. More money, more competition, more content added to both games. And since y'all have a good relation with each other, makes it even better. And then finally here, Simon says the genre needs more active players. Look at how PoE2, which is Path of Exile 2, D4, which is Diablo 4, and Last Epoch are just rotating their seasons, and the genre has exploded. Same with Escape from Tarkov and Arc Raiders. Many more examples. And this is very true. First of all, I like seeing this because it shows that Simon's not in just a little silo. He knows these other games. He plays these other games. I'm very familiar with these games as well. I've played PoE 2, Diablo 4, Last Epoch. It used to just be that Diablo was like the head guy, and Diablo made by Blizzard, and that was really like all people had. There's a couple of others, but nothing came close to the size of Diablo. And Path of Exile 1 was so successful, they now have a Path of Exile 2, which is going to be a huge game. It's in early access right now. And Last Epoch has been a great game, although some recent drama there I'm not going to get into. Essentially, this category of games, the ARPG category, has exploded due to competition with Diablo 4, with Blizzard, which has been great. And now you're starting to see this with extraction shooter games as well. Escape from Tarkov is like the gold standard. There have been a couple of other extraction type games that have tried and failed. Now you have Arc Raiders, which came out recently, and we'll see what happens with that game long term. But if you're online at all, you've seen stuff about Arc Raiders. It's very popular right now and looks like it's going to continue to be very popular. And you'll probably start hearing more of that extraction genre coming out because of the success of these two games. More are going to try to jump in the fray. That's what we want to see with the blocky voxel genre of game. You have a few being developed right now, one being Hytale, one being Reforge, and hopefully Hytale being super successful, and Reforge, hopefully it's super early in development, so we'll see, but hopefully it will be very successful as well. That will push the developers over at Minecraft to do more things that the community likes and wants and put out even better content themselves. And overall, it's going to grow the genre and bring more players in, which is great. Now, that's all I have for the news today. Again, I would appreciate you guys. If you're still watching, please click the subscribe button so you can see more of these videos, and please press the like and the hype button as well. The hype button is available for the first 7 days of the video. For some reason, the last news video didn't do very great. Maybe it's because I posted over the holiday weekend. I don't know, but I'm going to keep doing these. I'm having a great time with them. And as I've said before, if you enjoy the game of Hytale, you're going to want to subscribe because we're going to do Let's Play content, maybe SMP content here. We're going to play modded. We're going to play mini games. We're going to do all sorts of really cool things. So make sure you subscribe so you get to see all of them when the game comes out. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.